I did this ugly ass brows and called it a day. Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, welcome to my channel. I'm Trina and I'm an esthetician. If you're a returning subscriber, welcome back to my channel. Y'all, I know this video is long overdue. I apologize for the wait. I just have not been feeling motivated to pick up my camera. If you know, you know. My mom had passed away a few months ago and it's just been hard for me to do content, but I am on it. I'm even doing content on my business page, so if you're not following me, follow my business page right now. It's 𝐻𝐻𝐼𝐻. I'll leave it somewhere in the screen and in the description box, so make sure you guys follow me on Instagram. But this video is going to mainly be about the New York State practical for estheticians. Like I said, this video has been overdue. I've been took my practical and I was been supposed to tell you guys about this, but like I said, I've just been procrastinating. I've been lazy, I've been unmotivated, but I'm back and I'm better. So get ready to see some content from me frequently because it is coming. I'm sorry for the wait. Without further ado, let's get right into the video. If you're new here, make sure you give this video a like, comment, share, and subscribe to my channel for you can receive more content from me. And let's get right into it. If you know, you know. I've been in this field for like a little bit of 2 years. I went to school to become an esthetician last year around June, and I took my practical in May. It took me so long to take my practical because I be overthinking, y'all. I am an overthinker, so I was just constantly, oh my god, like I need to reschedule, I need to be prepared, because I feel like my school was an okay school. Like, yeah, they get you ready for the practical, but I feel like I didn't learn as much. But you know, that's whatever, that's a story for another time. But yeah, I just kept rescheduling my practical over and over again. And for this last time, I was going to reschedule my practical, but then you have to reschedule your practical within a week. So I went that week to reschedule and it was too late. So if you do not know, you have to pay $15 every time you want to take the test, or if you fail, you have to pay $15 again. If you want to reschedule, it is free, but you have to do it within a certain time frame. So I failed to do it within the time frame, and I ended up with like, you know what, I'm just going to take it. I'm not paying another $15. Let's just take this practical. I went and they only offered the test in New York City on a Wednesday or a Friday at 5 o'clock. So I took mine on a Friday. It was like before Mother's Day weekend got here. So let's go back to the calendar to see. And if you see me look at my phone, y'all, I'm just going back to see the dates or whatever. So Mother's Day was the 12th. So I took my practical May 10th at 5 p.m. in the city on 42nd Street at 𝐶𝐻. They always send you to 𝐶𝐻. When I took my waxing test, I went up to Utica to take it, and it was about like 12 o'clock. But this time I was like, okay, I'm just gonna do it here, and I did it. So let me tell y'all, so you get into this building on 42nd Street and it's like a big grand building. I'm like, okay, I've never seen this before. So I go in and they ask you for your ID and stuff, and once you get your ID, they tell you where to go upstairs, whatever. I think the test was on either the 5th or 7th floor, I don't recall, but just know the test is in this big building. It is so beautiful. So me logging around my suitcase all over the city, I took it. And please, oh my god, I was stressed the most about what to pack in your esthetician thing. Oh my god, like they do have a checklist, but it's just so overwhelming. Like the day of, I had to go get stuff. It was raining. It was just a mess that day, but I ended up going to take it. So I had to wet my 4x4. So I was looking for the place, but I was like, okay, let me just go wet my 4x4. So I go in the bathroom and then I go into the school and they direct you to where you have to go. So you have to go like kind of in the back area to take the test. So I went in the back area and there was already people lined up. I got there like 4:30, so there was already people lined up. They give you actually your first name and your last name, and then you have to write it down, and then they'll give you like a number. So after everybody gets there and they give you your number, you just wait online until it's time to take the test. I think, you know, they started like 10-15 minutes before, so we all go into the room and they give you an assigned bed. Mind you, the room we were in was so small. It was, excuse me, it was like 10 of us in there, or 12 of us in this little room, and there was like no space to move. Everybody must wear a mask, so please, if you're watching this and you're going to take your practical, make sure you wear a mask because you will have to wear it. Like, it was mandatory. The girl next to me did not have a mask and I had to give her one of mine, and if I did not have extra mask, she would have just been failed automatically because she did not have a mask. We're in this room. The lady is just like, you know, stand here and wait. So we're waiting, and then she the proctor tells us like what to do and tells us how much time we're gonna have on what, and it was just, y'all, I'm just going to tell you ahead of time, the test was very much rushed. I don't know why they were rushing because it's supposed to be like an hour. It's supposed to start at 5 and then end at 6:30, but it was just so rushed to the point where I did not understand it. So I think she gave us like 10 minutes to set up all of our stuff. So literally we had to disinfect everything. They told us we did not have to wipe off the bed. My friend that took her practical said that they had to wipe off the bed, but she was like, you know what, the school doesn't want us to wipe off the beds anymore, so you do not have to do it. You're exempt from wiping off the bed. So all we had to do was wipe off, like, you know, the table where we were at. And we had to share, well, me personally, I had to share like the table with someone else. And I feel like, why did they do that? Because like I feel like I could have had more space to put all my stuff out. I feel like all my stuff was like crammed together, and I wish I had my own station to put my stuff on, because it would have been better. But I ended up having to share with the girl next to me. Whatever, we're setting up our stuff and the time is going up. I think we had 10 minutes to set up everything. This includes the bed, the products, the mannequin, everything. So I think we had 10 minutes, and then the first part of the test was waxing. When I tell you that shit was only 5 minutes, like we had 5 minutes to do the brow wax and the lip. Even though we're doing it on a fake mannequin, it takes more than 5 minutes to wax an eyebrow, clean it, and then the lip and clean it, whatever, in my opinion. Not like, you don't have to be like the slowest, like it takes you like 30 minutes, but bro, 5 minutes felt like, okay, like I just had to rush to do it. Even though it was on the mannequin, it just felt so rushed. So after that, we did the waxing. We moved on to the facial part. The facial part for me, I think it was like 15 or 20 minutes we had. I'm not too sure about, you know, the timing or whatever, but we went in and we did, you know, everything we were supposed to do. And what pissed me off, or what got me so mad, was that when she was asking, you know, when they have to do the movie, like, oh, this is this and this, she's like, okay, show me the movements. And she's like, show me the movements, but she's saying forehead in a different way. Like, she's not saying forehead, she's saying it in a different way, I guess the scientific term. And I'm like, I don't know what this is, lady. And she's like, okay, this is this. Just make sure you know the different terminologies for the forehead, the cheeks, because, but she's not gonna say, show me tapplement on your cheeks or all over the face. She's gonna say some other things. So just make sure you know the terms, because I did not know the terms and I was sick. I'm like, oh my god, am I gonna fail? And we just had to do, like, you know, the facial movements, and we had to put a mask on. And for me, I was watching this other girl on YouTube that everybody knows. I'm not sure if her name I put on the screen, but I watched her videos. She was like, use a mask that's not the same color or lighter than it. So I used a green mask, and honestly, I hated the mask that I used because it was so hard to take off. And I'm like, oh my god, why did I listen to this girl? But it ended up, you know, working out, and I ended up taking it off. Yeah, that just threw me off when she was like, oh, show me how to do a movement, and then she's saying forehead in the scientific terms. So I'm like, okay, I don't know this. I really didn't. I honestly felt like I wasn't prepared for the practical, but you know, I ended up passing, so it was good. So then the last part of the test that I was really like freaking out about the most was the makeup part. And honestly, y'all, if you're like me, do not freak out, because it really wasn't that serious. Like, if you're not a makeup girl, you don't have to walk in there knowing how to do makeup, because they're not really clocking you on how to do makeup. So I did this ugly ass brows and call it a day. You just have to make sure you have like eyeshadows that pop out. She's gonna ask you to do like a daytime look, 2 shades or whatever, do the brows, whatever. And honestly, mine came out okay. I did a little lip liner too, I think we had to do. Lipstick and call it a day, because honestly, I'm not, like, I know how to do makeup, but I'm not really a makeup girly. Like, I got my esthetician license to really focus on waxing and facials. Yes, I could do makeup, but on myself, not on others. That's why I don't offer it. So that was really freaking me out the whole time, because I'm like, oh my god, what am I supposed to do? What do I do? But it was so good. I just feel like the test in itself was super rushed. I think we got in there 15 minutes early, like 4:50, or maybe exactly at 5 o'clock, and the test was over by 5:30 when it's supposed to be from 5 o'clock to 6:30. And I'm like, why is it so rushed? Like, imagine, this is why people are so scared and have a fear of taking tests, because like you have to rush. Like, I was literally rushing to the point where my cleanser fell on the floor. And when your cleanser falls, or when something falls, you're either supposed to leave it or like put your hand up and be like, wait for them to direct you to, you know, do it. I just left it on the floor, and I didn't care. And another thing, I wanted to switch out my gloves so many times in the videos. Like, you don't have to switch out your gloves, you don't have to switch out your gloves. I wanted to show them that sanitation is key, so I kept wanting to switch out my gloves. And she was like, no, you don't have to. And I was like, okay, what the hell? So you might get an instructor that wants you to switch out the gloves or won't say nothing, but please make sure you're switching out your gloves. Make sure you're doing everything. It's just different instructors for everything. I don't know the instructor I had, like, whatever, but it was a calm thing. Just don't overthink. I even had to got some safety goggles and didn't even have to wear them or whatever, so I wasted like $10 on that. Like, certain stuff is just not worth it, and I was just overthinking for no reason. But I see why people overthink, because like I said, this test was super rushed, and I'm like, okay, what the fuck is going on? I was just rushing. Like, my pants kept like falling down because they were too big. I'm like, oh my god, what is going on? I kept having to bend down in my suitcase. And also, y'all, before you can do your makeup portion, she's going to tell you to put all of your stuff away. She doesn't want nothing out but the makeup. So it was just a lot of like, now I gotta hurry up and put this stuff back so I can start my makeup portion. It was just too much. Sorry, I'm talking with my hand. That's just what I do. If you are at home, just practice doing everything, because it's going to be so rushed. It was so fast. It didn't make no sense. Other than that, they tell you that you get your results within a week or whatever. I got mine, I think, like 2 weeks after, and it said that I passed, and I was so relieved, because I'm like, okay, this is the test that I've been stressing for so long. I've been putting it out for a long time, and I passed. Like, thank you, Jesus. So I'm just trying to, let me see if I can find the date that they sent me. So I took the test May 10th, and I got my test results back May 22nd. And honestly, the email is gonna look like this, and it'll just say pass. It don't say like a score or whatever. It'll just say pass or fail. And yeah, that's pretty much it. So I passed, and I was like literally praying, because I was just checking every day. Like, my friend was texting me like, you ain't get your results yet? And everybody at work knew I was going to take this test, because I left work early, and they were like, did you pass? Did you pass? I'm like, I don't know yet, because they did not tell me. But yeah, it took about 2 weeks for me to find out my results, and I passed, and I was just like, thank you, Jesus. And it was just a bittersweet moment for me, because I passed, and then my graduation ceremony was 2 days later. So I was just so happy. My next step would just be taking the written part of that, and I'm really overthinking it. I think I'm going to take the test in November or December. I just want to have time to prepare, and I'll start studying in September. Like, this summer was just like, okay, like a breath of fresh air for me, because like I finished school and I just wanted to take a break. So in November I will be trying to take my written. I'm gonna try to find a tutor. My friend said she had a tutor, so I'm just gonna try to do everything I can to get 80 or 90 on this test. I'm really shooting for 85, just so it's like right in the middle. You do need a 70 to pass, so, and it's 100 questions, so make sure you are prepared. Do not rush. Like, I'm taking my time. Oh yeah, and I forgot to mention, when she came to do the skin analysis too, make sure you guys just know what you're talking about. Like, this lady literally cut the girl off when she was in her skin analysis, because she was just doing too much. Honestly, just be like, hey, like, my client has oily skin. I know this because she has black hairs around her nose and white hairs around her chin area. Like, keep it short and that. But the girl was, she just kept going and going, and the lady was like, okay, like, are you done yet? So just keep it short, keep it sweet, keep it simple, but make sure you are working at a fast pace, because that is the environment that it's going to give. Like, you ever been inside a busy fast food restaurant and you see all the employees working so fast? That's literally how it was, and just be mentally prepared for that. So yeah, I'm going to keep you guys updated when I go to take my written. Stay tuned, because I also will be posting many more videos of me just being an esthetician, just me living my regular life. My birthday is coming up, so I will be vlogging that. Sorry this video took a long time. Like I said, I just been unmotivated, but now I'm back, and I'm going to try to give you guys a video every week or so, or whenever I can, because also, y'all, my computer be acting up. So that's another reason why I just been unmotivated to put out content, but just know I'm gonna try my best. So thank you all for watching. If you have any questions, make sure you drop it down below or DM me on my business page for more questions. And thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys in my next video.